I was, in my early life, repressed and introverted, and I stayed all by myself and drew all the time. And that eventually resulted in an art form that's unusual, because I wasn't trying to ever be a professional. I mean, who wanted to be a professional? All I wanted to do was create fantasy worlds.
He was fearless with his sexuality. He was fearless with his artwork, with attacking things in his artwork that he thought were unjust.
He's funny, he's anarchist, political, he's sexy, mystical, he's magical. One of the most transparent and true arts that we already saw.
Whether it's transcendental meditation, Zen philosophy, humor, wisecracks, that he was able to deliver this whole thing he was exploring was genius. I don't think anyone really knew what to fully make of it. You know, I really don't.
He was so enthusiastic, he had so many ideas, but he was also very patient with people who didn't quite get what he was trying to do.
He invented his own universe. He didn't just think of a plot, he thought of a whole civilization, from economics to warfare. He invented whole cultures for his stories. The scope of his imagination was just endless.
He was like going in every direction you can imagine. He was an expanding universe. Cut terribly short.
My grandparents got a call. They said there's something happened to your friend in California. Don't know. I was kind of stunned by it. The sun was shining and I didn't believe it, you know, that he was gone.
Okay, we got sex and we got death. It's like, damn. It's like cutting off your ear. It's interesting to the masses. You have to get rid of the person so you can own that person. But I think in Vaughn's case, it was kind of different because he gifted his son with his art and his characters. I don't know if that's ever happened before.
Mark grew up, became his father in a lot of ways. For a while, it seemed like he was just trying to make sure that his dad's memory didn't go away, but he's kind of like become what that memory was and more. So in a rare way, we still have Vaughn around to see what's happening.
Here we are in Stocktown, Sweden, and as you see, Cheech, the lizard, and Bodhi still alive.
What Vaughn did, the writing of a letter, that became an art form in itself. It was so good and so perfect that people glommed onto it. They began imitating his lettering styles to put their own monikers on there. And they began putting Cheech wizards on the trains.
So these graffiti kids, you know, they're hitting up the trains just for the adventure of doing it, and they're not thinking of themselves as artists. They're promoting themselves in their neighborhood and giving themselves fame. In a weird way, when that culture blew up, it kind of brought Vaughn back, because then it introduced him to a whole new audience that really didn't know him.
Imagine that the whole graffiti world feel that. They don't know, but they feel to do, you know? Because the style touch them, but I think something else that even then they don't know. I think it's like when you plant a tree, you know, and then they grow and they start to give you fruits and people start to eat. He's gone, but he plants something.
My father used to take me up this hill. We'd pack a lunch and go up there and wait for him. And we'd wait for Cheech Wizard, and Cheech would never come. Maybe he'll show up this time.